What's up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. We are here with Guanajuato at midnight, a seasonal championship. We have to use a B-class hot hatch or super hot hatch. And I thought we'd choose something entirely different this time. Namely a Vauxhall Corsa VXR from 2016. Tuning share code is in the description as always. We jump right into it. And I thought, hey, let's pick like a daily driver that we haven't used before, just so we can like get something different for a change, get something we can present to people that they might have themselves in their life or in their garage, or that they used to drive. I mean, the regular Corsa is a car that many beginners drive, that many people have as their first car. A regular Corsa. And VXR, it's a fun little ride, you know, and affordable as well. So it's one of those cars that even if you're not super rich, you can have some fun with. Which is of course true for most of these cars here. And this one as well. And considering that we usually are like especially in hot hatch, super hot hatch, we're usually like a Civic Type R, maybe RS3, something in that range. That's usually what we pick there, and I thought, hey, let's go for something different. And here we are with something different. And hopefully we are here with a win, which isn't different from the usual. So what we want is different car, same result. Let's go for today. I think we are on a pretty good path. We're already in the lead. Of course, B-class cars, especially hot hatches, very, very drivable. Not a big deal. We have some traffic here that we have to get around. So that forces us to adjust the line a bit. We can cut through here. It was one of those cutting the checkpoint, finding a gap. And I even delayed getting back on the accelerator just so we get the better line, because had I gone on the accelerator as quickly as possible, we would have run right into that car, or we would have had to brake early again and get around it. So that was just some strategic maneuver where you say, okay, I stay off the accelerator for one more moment and just roll into it and let that car go by so that the lane opens where everyone is to get through. And in the end we had a tight opening, which is exactly what we like. So 64% already done. Turn. Quarter's done. Last bit of the race is generally the least entertaining one, because you should have a lead big enough so that you only have to manage it a little bit. And then of course the race is less interesting. You know what? I would totally drive that car in real life. Totally do it. If someone told me, hey, you get this car, that's what you have to drive, I would do it. It's just a little small. That's the only issue I would have with it, is it's a little bit small. I mean, not that my car is big, but it's a little bit bigger at least, and especially going on vacation or whatever. My car is already pretty small, and that's even smaller, and when you don't have space, especially with a kid, you often need a little bit more space, and it's probably not the easiest thing to do with this car. But I'm sure it would be fun. It would be a fun ride. And I would totally sit down, drive in it, have some fun, throw it around. It doesn't weigh anything, so there is that. Kind of digging the design here, the paint job, and the rims as well. Cool little car. Or as I so often used to say, it could be worse. But now this car is fine. It's more than could be worse. It was actually a really good start, and we're already closing in, ready to take positions. Oops. That went out of the way. Get an overtake here? No, just a little bit too tight. He opened the line there, which somewhat surprised me. This left turn always tricky, because if you don't get it, you just drive straight on, and that can ruin the race here. I like the Hyundai as well, they're up front. To the inside, getting second back. It's a rather technical race right now at this stage, but sticking to the outside here, there was no real chance to get to the inside. Now we have a shot of getting into position to take second, and next up is going to be first. Maybe pull off a maneuver here at the end of this longer straight. Going into that corner. No, we just go around the outside here. We were just faster on the straight. That of course works well as well. There we go, hard braking. Back on the accelerator. Go, braking hard again. The city racing, of course, is pretty technical, and it's my least favorite way of driving through here. Through the game is just driving in the cities and the towns. But it's okay. At least this isn't Monaco in an F1 game, which is even worse than this. Here it's okay. And hold up. Whee! That worked. Pretty well, in fact. Fiesta Hyundai. The Hyundai is really cool, I like it. The i30. Cool car. My girlfriend likes it as well, a lot in fact. But she also likes the Forza, so this would like be the championship for her. But yeah, the Hyundai, definitely she has an eye on that. Probably not going for it. Just looking for a different car these days, but again, probably not going for it. My assumption right now is that she goes for a 1 Series. 120 maybe. Something in that range. I'm also looking for a new car. I'm looking at a 3 Series. So we kind of stick to the BMW family here. Which we are right now as well. We both drive a 1 Series at the moment. In different eras, different models, different motorization, both with a 1 Series. I just want a little bit of a bigger car because we've really been struggling with vacation this year, getting everything into the 1 Series. Especially with a kid, and then you want to pack this and want to pack that. And it's just a struggle at times. So maybe getting something a little bit bigger. And also we are moving into a place where it's a lot more snowy in the winter, a lot more actual winter than we have right now. And she would feel more comfortable if she has something with either front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive compared to the rear-wheel drive she has right now. So she would feel a little bit more comfortable there, so that's understandable, I guess. So it's kind of the main argument for getting a different car. Gosh, I love the rear-wheel drive 1 Series. I love her car, but I don't want to take it. It's kind of those things where you say, okay, I love it, but I don't want to drive it. Actually, I love to drive it, like, especially like whenever we go somewhere, we always take her car because it's so much more fun. Not that anyone cares, but there is not a whole lot to talk about with this championship. We're driving through the city again, and it's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. The championship is more or less decided unless we completely mess up, and it doesn't look like we will, so what can I really talk about in terms of driving? So I just tell things that come to mind, and usually that's, well, not all things that come to mind, or else I would let you into the mind, and that's the greatest idea in the world, I don't think. Uh-oh. Squeeze through. Oh, we were late on the brakes. Let's get over that. Like I said, unless we completely mess up, should be safe. I just wasn't paying attention and thinking, so that happens. It is something that happens, but I can live with it. Tap the brakes a little bit, get another near miss. Hey, a daredevil skill. Cool. Yeah, but again, we're so far ahead. We would have to completely mess this up to blow the championship. Or to the race even. Hey, we leveled up. We get a wheel spin at the end of the race. I think if we level up during the race, you get a wheel spin in the end, right? Let's check. I like video wheel spins. They're fun. And you can always show, hey look, I never get anything good in wheel spins. Veloster, also a really cool car. Check them out. Cool cars. Okay, I mean that one's fine as well. I don't like the 2010s car. The early 2010s cars, I'm not a very big fan of them. Oh, good, 4,000. That's great. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, farewell.